Today, we step into a sacred journey not merely to ask for protection, but to return to ourselves in the light of the Most High. When the noise of life begins to fade, when the external chaos no longer drowns out the quiet calling from the depths of the soul, that is when we realize what truly matters is the presence of God in our lives. Lord, I come before you not with grand gestures or eloquent words, but with a heart that seeks your presence in the quiet. In the stillness of this moment, I lay bare my soul, not to impress, but to be real before you. I do not seek to escape the noise of the world, but to find in you a deeper silence that speaks more profoundly than any sound. In this quiet, I recognize the weight I carry, the unspoken fears, the lingering doubts, the weariness that settles in unnoticed. I do not bring these to you as complaints, but as offerings, trusting that you understand even what I cannot articulate. I do not ask for immediate answers or swift solutions. I ask for your presence to meet me here, in the midst of it all. Teach me to find you not only in the moments of triumph, but also in the mundane, the overlooked, the ordinary. Help me to see that every breath is a gift, every moment an opportunity to encounter you anew. In the stillness, remind me that I am not alone, that you are with me, even when I cannot feel it. Let this quiet be a space where I am reminded of who you are and who I am in you. May it be a place of grounding, of reorientation, where my scattered thoughts are gathered and my restless heart finds rest. In the stillness, I wait for you, trusting that you will meet me here. Lord, as I pause to reflect, I remember the times when your hand was evident in my life, the moments of unexpected provision, the peace that surpassed understanding, the doors that opened when none seemed possible. These memories are not just recollections, they are testimonies of your faithfulness. Yet, I also recall the times of silence, the prayers that seemed unanswered, the seasons of waiting that stretched longer than I anticipated. In those times, I struggled to see your hand, to hear your voice. But looking back, I see that you were there, working in ways I did not recognize, shaping me through the waiting. Help me to carry these reflections not as burdens, but as reminders of your constant presence. Let them fuel my trust in you, especially when the path ahead is unclear. Teach me to see my history not as a series of disconnected events, but as a tapestry woven by your grace. In remembering, may I find strength for today and hope for tomorrow. Let the past be a testament to your unchanging nature, a foundation upon which I can build my faith. As I reflect, I choose to trust that the same God who was with me then is with me now and will be with me in the days to come. Lord, in the multitude of choices and the complexity of life, I seek your guidance. I do not ask for a detailed roadmap, but for the next step, the clarity to move forward in faith. I acknowledge that my understanding is limited, my perspective finite. I need your wisdom to navigate the path ahead. Teach me to discern your voice amidst the noise, to recognize your leading even when it challenges my comfort. Help me to trust that your ways, though sometimes mysterious, are always good. Give me the courage to follow where you lead, even when the destination is unknown. I surrender my desire for control, my need for certainty. Instead, I embrace the journey of faith, trusting that you are with me every step of the way. Let my decisions be rooted in love, guided by your truth, and aligned with your purposes. In seeking your guidance, I open my heart to your direction. Lead me, Lord, in paths of righteousness for your name's sake. May my life reflect your light, and may my steps be ordered by your hand. Lord, I choose to trust you not because I understand everything, but because I believe in your goodness. I trust that you are working all things together for good, even when I cannot see it. I trust that your plans for me are filled with hope and purpose. This trust is not passive. It is an active choice to place my confidence in you daily. It is a decision to believe that you are who you say you are and that you will do what you have promised. Even when doubts arise, I will hold on to the truth of your character. Help me to live out this trust in my actions, to walk in faith even when the path is uncertain. Let my trust in you be evident in my relationships, my decisions, and my responses to life's challenges. May it be a testimony to others of your faithfulness. As I embrace trust, I find peace not because circumstances are perfect, but because I know you are with me. In trusting you, I find freedom from fear, release from anxiety, and the joy of resting in your love. Lord, there are moments when words fail, and all that remains is a deep groaning from within, a silent cry that no one else sees, but you do. In these moments, I am not composed or polished. I come before you exposed, stripped of pride, weary from the weight I've carried. I cry out not to perform, but because I can no longer hold it in. This is the place where pain meets prayer. There are depths, Lord, that I never imagined I would have to walk through. Despair that feels like an ocean with no shore in sight. Grief that doesn't knock but moves in silently, settling into the corners of my spirit. Anxiety that pulses without invitation, and fears that whisper, "You are alone." In these depths, I reach for you not because I'm strong, but because I know I will not survive here without you. I bring to you the thoughts I'm ashamed to admit, the emotions I struggle to control, the weight that makes waking up feel like a battle. I don't pretend to be fine. I don't pretend to be brave. What I bring is real, raw, trembling, messy. But it is honest. And I believe that you meet honesty with mercy. I don't ask you to erase the pain instantly. I ask you to hold me in it. I ask that your presence would be more real than my fear, that your comfort would reach me even in the places I've kept hidden. When I cry, let it not echo into a void, but rise to your throne as a holy lament, a sacred act of trust that still calls you Father, even in the dark. Lord, let my tears not be wasted. Let them water the soil of something new. Birth in me the resilience I've lost, the hope I've buried, the faith that once soared, but now flickers faintly. Remind me that lament is not faithlessness, but a pathway to deeper trust. Remind me that you are not repelled by my pain, but drawn to it. You are close to the brokenhearted and near to those crushed in spirit. When I cannot sing, receive my sighs. When I cannot pray eloquently, accept my silence. When all I have left is a cry from the depths, may it be enough. I wait for you, not because I understand everything, but because I know you have never turned away from the cries of those who seek you with sincerity. Let my cry reach you, Lord, and when you come, and I know you will, let me recognize your voice, not in the thunder, but in the gentle whisper that says, I am here. Lord, it's not enough for me to be comforted. I want to be transformed. In the ashes of what I've lost, plant within me a new obedience. Teach me to do your will, not just to admire it or agree with it, but to live it. I've followed my own way long enough. I've chased feelings, leaned on logic, been ruled by fear or pride. But now, I want to follow your voice above all, even when it asks me to let go, to forgive, to step into the unknown. I want to respond with trust. Make my heart teachable again. Break down the walls I've built for self-protection that also keep out your truth. Give me humility, not just to receive your word, but to let it shape me. I don't just want to know about you. I want to become like you. Teach me through your word, through your spirit, through the moments when I pause long enough to listen. Even in correction, let me feel your kindness. Even when conviction is sharp, let it lead me to healing. Your will is not a burden, it is life. And I want to walk in it fully. When the world tells me to chase comfort, teach me to choose calling. When ego demands attention, teach me the beauty of hiddenness. When bitterness rises, teach me forgiveness. When I'm tired of trying, teach me to rest without quitting. Lord, don't just give me inspiration, give me discipline. Don't just stir my emotions, anchor my habits. Build in me a faith that chooses what's right even when it's hard. Let obedience not be a rule I follow, but a relationship I honor. More than answers, I want alignment. More than blessings, I want to walk with you. Teach me to do your will, not once, but daily. Not out of obligation, but out of love. Lord, I don't just need instruction. I need companionship. I need your spirit, not as a distant concept, but as a present guide. Let your good spirit lead me, not just to where I want to go, but to where you know I need to be. When I am confused, lead me into clarity. When I am afraid, lead me into courage. When I am tempted to isolate, lead me into connection. When I stray, lead me back, not with shame, but with grace. Your spirit is not a force. He is a friend, a counselor, a comforter, one who walks with me in the quiet, convicts me in love, reminds me who I am when I forget. Let his voice grow louder than my fears. Let his whispers reframe my chaos. When I want to take control, remind me to yield. When I feel paralyzed, remind me that faith moves with small steps. When I get it wrong, remind me that grace still leads me forward. Let your spirit lead me in my thinking, my speaking, my deciding. Let him shape how I see others, how I forgive, how I set boundaries, how I dream. Lead me out of the wilderness of comparison into the open fields of purpose. I don't just want to be a believer. I want to be led, not by culture, not by emotion, not even by logic alone, but by the goodness of your spirit. So here I am. Soften my heart, steady my pace, and keep me in step with you. Let every path I take be marked by your presence, and when I reach the places you've prepared for me, let it be said, I didn't get here alone. I was led. Lord, I confess there are forces, seen and unseen, that press against my peace, my calling, my soul. Some enemies wear the face of fear, others the face of shame. Some are within me, doubt, addiction, despair. Others are without, critics, confusion, injustice. But you, Lord, are my deliverer. I don't ask to be shielded from every storm, but to be strengthened in the middle of it. I don't ask you to remove every challenge, but to deliver me from what tries to destroy my spirit. Deliver me from lies, those I've believed about myself, about you, about what is possible. Deliver me from the voice that says, I'm not enough, from the pressure to prove my worth, from the fatigue of carrying what I was never meant to hold. Deliver me from bitterness, from resentment that grows roots in pain. Free me from the cycles that keep repeating, the temptations that look harmless but hollow me out. Deliver me not just from danger but from distraction, from anything that pulls me away from who I am in you. Lord, deliver me gently if you will, or with force if you must, but don't let me stay bound. I want to live free, not just in moments of worship, but in everyday choices, in how I think, respond, love, and rest. I trust that you do not just save once, you save again and again. Deliver me today, Lord, not because I have it all together, but because I come to you honestly, knowing that you delight in rescuing the broken. And when you deliver me, let me never forget the one who brought me out, not just from trouble, but into life. Lord, I am tired, not only in body, but in spirit. There is a kind of weariness that no sleep can cure, a heaviness that clings to the soul. I have smiled through silence, pressed forward while empty, held it together while slowly unraveling inside. But I come to you not to hide it, but to be revived. Breathe life into what has withered. Touch the parts of me that have gone numb. Speak to the dreams I buried because they hurt too much to hope for. Remind me that I was made not just to survive, but to live fully, with purpose, with fire. Revive my heart, Lord, not just emotionally, but spiritually. Make alive again the parts of me that once rejoiced in your truth, that once wept in your presence, that once believed without wavering. I don't need a feeling. I need a deep, holy restoration. Wake up what's gone dormant. Stir what has settled. Let the flame of my love for you burn again, not because of hype, but because of grace. Revive me not by removing all struggle, but by renewing my strength within it. Let my worship be born from authenticity, not routine. Let my devotion come not from pressure, but from delight. I know that revival begins in hidden places, in quiet surrenders, in honest prayers, in slow rebuilding. Begin that work in me now, one breath at a time, one morning at a time, one yes at a time. Revive me, Lord, because you are the God of resurrection, and nothing, no dream, no hope, no heart, is too far gone for you to raise again. Lord, I come to you not pleading my innocence, but leaning on your righteousness. If I stood on my own merit, I would fall. If I relied on my own strength, I would crumble. But because of who you are, faithful, just, full of mercy, I ask you to bring me out of trouble. I don't deny the trouble I'm in. Some I caused, some I didn't, some I don't even understand. But I believe you are greater than all of it. I believe your righteousness doesn't just judge. It rescues. It doesn't just expose sin. It covers with grace. Bring me out of the thoughts that entangle me, the habits that enslave me, the environments that drain me. Bring me out of compromise, out of confusion, out of darkness. Not because I deserve it, but because you promised it. You said you are near to the brokenhearted. You said you lift those who are bowed down. So here I am, bowed low, not just in posture, but in need. Not just with words, but with the aching groan of someone who cannot fix themselves. Let your righteousness be more than an idea. It is my rescue. Let it be the light that breaks through the fog, the rope lowered into the pit, the hand that doesn't just reach, but pulls me out. When I cannot take another step, carry me. When I cannot speak another word, hear my heart. When I cannot make sense of what's happening, let me rest in what never changes, your character. Bring me out of trouble, Lord, and lead me into truth. Not just out of danger, but into your presence. Lord, I ask not just for survival, but for restoration. Bring back what was broken? Yes, but make it whole in a way that only you can. Let my healing be so deep, so complete, that it cannot be explained except by your name. Not for my reputation, not for people's approval, but for your name's sake. Let my life be evidence that you are Redeemer, that what others gave up on, you still saw worth saving. Restore the joy I've lost, the peace that slipped away unnoticed, the trust I used to have. Rebuild the parts of me that were torn down by disappointment, by betrayal, by time. I don't need to go back to who I was. I want to move forward into who you're forming me to be. Let the restoration be new, not recycled. Let it be rooted in grace, not striving. For your name's sake, Lord, because your name is faithful. Your name is healer. Your name is light in the darkness. Let your name be glorified in how you restore what I thought was lost forever. Use even the ruins to declare your goodness. Let every scar become a story of hope. Let every failure point to your mercy. I lay before you the fragments and trust you to make something beautiful again. For your name's sake, do what only you can do. Lord, I end not with more requests, but with a declaration. I am yours. Not because I've earned it, not because I've done everything right, but because you have called me, claimed me, and chosen me. In the quiet and the chaos, in the joy and the sorrow, this truth remains. I am yours. Nothing can snatch me from your hand. No failure defines me more than your love does. When my mind runs wild, when my heart grows faint, I return to this anchor. I belong to you. You are my shepherd, my father, my redeemer. The world may misname me, my past may shame me, but you call me beloved, and that name is enough. I don't belong to fear. I don't belong to regret. I don't belong to what broke me. I belong to the one who heals me. Even when I wander, I am still yours. Even when I doubt, you hold fast. Your grip is stronger than my grip on you. So here I am, not just believing, but belonging. Not just seeking, but surrendering. Let my whole life echo this truth. I am yours, and you are mine. Amen.